Hello, this is Kelja Green, and today we'll be talking about how to handle women. Basically, how to deal with women and how to understand how the way they think. And ensure that you watch this video up to the end because just at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you one of the powerful techniques of turning on a woman. It doesn't matter even if it's within the first few seconds you meet her. Once you do what I tell you right here, you'll be able to turn her on. Now, there is one thing that I want you to understand about women, and most guys miss it out. Most guys do want to understand women logically. They think you have to analyze them and make sense of them. But for your notes, women are emotional, they are not logical. And especially when it comes to love matters, things to do with seduction and love is about her emotions, not logic. That's why things which are dazzling, surprising things keep on happening. You find a very hot girl going with a very ugly broke guy, and people keep wondering what did she want from that guy. You see, these things are emotional. Again, that's logic. So a woman doesn't sit down and start analyzing whether she like this guy or not. For her, it's more of a gut feel. She just feels like going with this guy. And here is the most interesting thing. If you know how to evoke certain hot emotions in women, then you literally make them fall in love with you without meaning about your social status, without meaning about your race, without meaning about how much you earn per month or how plain ugly you are. For as long as you evoke her emotions, then she will start developing affection for you. Uh, and the opposite of it is really sour. It sucks and is so disappointing. Now, no matter what you give her, no matter how you try to convince her, as long as you have not evoked her emotions, then she won't like you. And if you are listening to this video, then I hope there are certain cases where you have seen a certain guy showing a woman a lot of care, buying stuff for her constantly, pumping her, thinking that by doing that she will like her. Only to see that girl running to a certain guy who is not even buying things for her, who is not caring for her, but she thinks that's the guy she should go for. Now, that's how women function. She can live it for as long as you have not triggered her emotion, then she won't love you. That's a very important technique to understand. Now, you have to deal with that emotional mind, not the conscious one. Now, here's one thing about seduction. Seduction is basically taking away a man's conscious mind and switching on the emotional subconscious mind. That's the only point where seduction takes place, and not before. Now, most guys will try to convince a woman that she should like them. By buying gifts, buying flowers, taking them to dates, trying to use logic. Never try to convince a woman to like you. Even if you are texting, don't don't make it as if she should like you. It should be an emotion. Just like to give you a clear picture right here. Just like they bring in food, we automatically salivate. Once you see a hot woman, you automatically get that last feeling of wanting to sleep with her. So it's the same with women. Once you evoke those emotions, they will immediately start thinking kinky, thinking having sex, kissing, and that kind of stuff. But it's important to understand it's emotional, not conscious. So don't try to convince. If you try to convince women, then you have a lot of hard work, and you eventually fail because that's not the way it works. And if you better get good at this stuff, then you'll be just so amazed by how freaking simple it is to turn on a woman, to make her like you, to make her obsessed with you. It's just something that people don't know about. Maybe perhaps you are wired, we have been wired different. From our childhood, we have been conditioned to believe the wrong things about women. Like we have to convince them, we have to use logic, we have to tell them, hey, I like you for them to like us. But I wanted to understand that it's an emotion that you have to evoke within her. Don't use logic. You trigger emotions. And this one thing that I emphasize in the Zen art of seduction. It's like you have to deal with the emotions. not logic. So don't convince her to like you. Trigger her emotions. Don't forget that concept. Now, here's something I want you to consider. I want you to look at those two pictures. If you look at now, this is not good. This is not something which is real, like pornographic. But I want you to note those things. Do you see how that girl's, especially the first picture, like her lips, like they are opened up, but this is not just open up. They open up in a way like maybe blood is flowing. The lips are getting red, blood and heavy. So like blood is flowing towards her lips, and once something like that is happening, it means a woman is turned on, and you can see her pupils are dilating. Those are all signs to show that a woman has got turned on. She has got trade horny. Now, here's the most interesting bit of it. You and me and every other person out there pick up on these things subconsciously. Like if a woman shows these signs, you don't analyze them logically, but it's like our subconscious mind registers these things subconsciously. It happens automatically. Once she starts doing these kind of things, then she will make you horny automatically. Once she starts dating her lip, dilating her people, once her lips start getting red, you register all these things. Because for honest, here's one thing about information. For every one bit of conscious information, there's over 20,000 bits of subconscious information which has been hidden. But much as it's hidden, much as it's not brought to your consciousness, use it to make a decision. This is what people say, like first impression matters, love on first sight, and this is where people talk about intuitions. And intuition is a certain information which comes from your subconscious mind. Like once we meet with people, we deal with them on the conscious level and subconscious. Conscious, like the words, you are hearing them. But majority of the information you get from people is subconscious. I mean, about the tonality of the voice, all the things you pick up on them, the twitching of the face, the way their hearts are beating, you register all this information subconsciously, and then you make a decision about them. And women usually do it this way. Women are more emotional. She will like someone and she won't give a logical reason why. But I'm telling you, the reason why she can't give a logical reason is she has that information in her subconscious mind, but it's not in her consciousness. So it influences her to like someone or not like a person. Therefore, if you learn to do certain things, like there's a certain technique that I'm going to show you right here. But before I tell you that, here's one thing to understand. If a woman is horny and you're in her presence, then you subconsciously get horny. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Try me here. If she's horny and you're around her, if she starts doing these kind of things, like dilating her eye pupils, like making her lips red, like, looking romantic, then there's a way better it's not even in your conscious control. You won't decide to get one, but it will just happen. It will just happen. Just like you can see food and serve it. This is the way these things happen. And on the emotional and logical level, that's how they happen. You see this picture number 2, that girl biting her finger, it automatically sends the message to your subconscious mind that she likes you, she loves you. This is the way you should be able to communicate to a woman to make her like you, subconsciously, emotionally. And the language of the emotion is body language. Now take a look at this guy. You see that romantic look that he's putting on. Once he looks at a woman in such a horny way, then a woman will pick up on those things subconsciously and also get to that reality. This stuff is pretty simple. Now, just think of something that now there's this principle that I want you to understand. If you want to make a woman really horny and get horny, once you have got to a woman and you are talking to her, just think of something which makes you horny. Maybe you can imagine something very fast. You can imagine her pants, like you're in her pants, like she's naked. You can imagine that. Of course, it won't leave you the same. You will automatically change. Your heartbeat will raise. Your lips will also get a bit red, and your voice will deepen. It will become this kind. You have been talking normally, but now if you imagine that thing, my voice starts deepening automatically. Now, once you use this romantic voice that I'm using right now, you turn on a woman, like you be giving her a subconscious signal that you are on, and she'll pick up on that automatically. Now, here's one thing that I want you to do. After imagining it, get closer to her and whisper just anything. You can just whisper anything like, "You will look great today. I'm going to slap you." Just anything. It doesn't matter. As long as you are using that tone of voice, then you will make her get well, especially near her ear, right there. Like she should be hearing. You should whisper. Use it as an excuse to go closer to her ear, and she will also notice the breath just around her neck here. She will feel that breath, and all these signals will put her in that state of honeymoon. And if you observe her, she will change automatically. Go try out this stuff, and trust me, this stuff really works. Just understand the concept. This has been encouraged, and the concept is you have to use emotions, not logic. Don't try to convince her to like you. Delete her emotionally. Just put on a romantic role. Just smile at her romantically. She will pick up on that romantically. She won't understand it, but she will feel it. That's an important thing to understand. Women don't just think, they feel that they should like you. They don't think they should like you, they feel that they should like you. Thank you very much for listening for watching this video. And if you really enjoyed this video, then subscribe. We will have